Hello again. Now in this clip we'll show you how to enter the billing address for the parents. So for example, if we click here, look, enter new children, this is where you enter the child's address. Okay, in this bottom box here, that's how you like to refer to those parents informally. Okay, you could click here, look, on the billing address and copy that address in. Now you can have a more formal name here if need be. Mr. and Mrs. Abinger. So that means now that when we're sending letters to the parents or emailing them, it will pick up the less formal name to start the letter or email and have the more formal name with the addresses. If you've already got the child in the system, you can do the same thing from here. Look, for example, I can click on the parent's name, change me, and once again in here, look, you can copy the address if need be. And here you can have the less formal name to start your letters or emails and the more formal one to go with the address. So you can do that once the child's already in the system if need be. You can also enter their email address here and whether that child is to be included with the run of invoices for that chosen month. Once a child is in the date, they will remain here until you permanently remove that child by clicking this red button here. You can't delete a child from the leavers window if they have a balance outstanding. Also, you can't delete the child if they haven't left for at least 2 years. If ever you want to bring that child back, you can simply focus your mouse on that child and temporarily remove the delete flag. So here we are, and we return to the main screen. You can now find that child and if this particular child was going to stay in the system now, they were returning, you can simply click on the leave date, cancel the leave date, that child will remain in the system now. Okay, and you can just add his months as normal and continue. If a child has left owing money, then they will still keep showing in the credit control window here. So if that child does still owe you money, he will keep showing here in the credit control window. And should that parent make a payment after they've gone, you can either bring them back to the main screen and add the payment as normal, or you can click here where it says payments or names and you can focus here, look, on the leavers only. And for example, if that child has left owing money, you can simply click on that child, double click and put their payment into the system after they've gone. Let's take another look into the leavers window. We'll click here on the leavers window. If for example you have a child here left in May 2017, let's assume then that the parent said this child is going to return to the nursery. Well, it's quite straightforward. You can either just click here, add back a month for that child, and then temporarily remove the delete flag. It does mean now we can find that child on the screen and the child is back in the system. All you have to do now is to modify his sessions and put his bookings in afresh, put him into a room, and the child is now back in the system. Or you could have simply clicked here on skip a month. Of course, if you want that child now to remain in the system, you would simply click on the leave date button here and cancel the leave date. The child is back in the system again now. Let's just find another child here. Here we are, look, focused on Rachel Coles. Now Rachel has not had any bookings, they've not had any extras, not made any payments. So if you wanted to remove that child from the system, you could simply click on Enter New Children, find that child on the screen, look, and click here, Delete Record. So that child's gone now, okay, from the system. But you can only do that if the child hasn't had any transactions of any kind, bookings or payments or extras. It could be that the parents booked a place for that child, but the child didn't show. So then you can always remove a child from the system, provided they haven't had any transactions of any kind. Otherwise, you must just click on the leave date, give them a leave date button, give them a leave date and let the child go through the system.